Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about how to cover current affairs. So basically in current affairs, what you need to do is you just have to follow two sources. That is newspaper and magazine. This advice is coming from someone who has cleared prelims and with a great margin because in 2025, I think the prelims cutoff will be around 85 to 87 and I got around 105. So obviously I have cleared prelims with a big margin, more than 10. So I think this advice will help you and will reduce the time you spend on current affairs, which is not ideal, or the productive time which you could have used for something else. So for newspaper, maximum you have to read is for 1 hour, not more than 1 hour. Many people suggest you have to study newspaper for 3 to 4 hours. Some say 2 hours. I think that's not it, and ideally it should be 45 minutes, but I can understand if you are a beginner you might take 1 hour, but not more than that. And what about notes? So for newspaper notes you can do one thing: no notes. You just have to read newspaper, and I'm going to tell you what can you do for other sources for current affairs which you can add on with newspaper. And if you want to make notes, because I am someone who make notes from newspaper, so you can get a book, a notebook where it is segregated in 5 to 6 parts, the notebook itself, and you can give the one part to polity, and you cover only political dimension which can come in political aspect of current affairs. You can cover international relation, you can cover geography and environment together, you can cover science and technology, you can cover economy, and you can cover extras like questions on or information about sports, tennis, and chess. You can do that in extras. This is what I do. So I will recommend this thing if you're not spending too much time on it. But the thing is, you have to revise these notes. If you're not revising, then this is the better strategy to not go with notes. And the second thing is, along with newspaper, you have to do a magazine. For me, it is Vision IAS magazine. So Vision IAS Current Affairs monthly magazine, because I like to do current affairs while I'm preparing during the months of these months of July, August, September. Because at the end of the time, if you're many people suggest this thing yearly book, but the thing is ki, everything comes together in a whole bulk format, so you're not able to revise it properly, and it's better to take current affairs monthly, so it is less for you to take in. So what I do is I read current affairs magazine, one time read. It might I do 20 to 30 pages per day. It takes 4 days for me to read it, and next 4 days I make notes out of it. Not all information, just those information which I can use in prelims and the pointers which I can use in mains. Some conclusion I like, or some point I really like, or example, I add it to it. And the current affair magazine is around 100 pages. I convert it to 10 to 9 to 10 pages. So this is what I do, and this is what you should do ideally if you really want to clear this paper and not just spend time wasting reading newspaper. Many say ki newspaper they read two, three newspaper, two, three magazine. That's just stupid. I think that's very stupid. And what not to do? Many sources for magazine. You want to do Vision IAS also. You want to do only IAS also. You want to do Forum IAS also. If you want to do, I can give you a mental exercise. Just read any one magazine which you like. Just let's take an example of me, Vision IAS. After reading it, after making notes, if you think you know everything, if you know everything about it, matlab, if anyone asks you a single point from it and you know it, which is written, and you think you're not able to solve current affairs questions, then I would say go for other magazine. But the thing is, it will not happen. For you to master it, it will take some time, and that is what is required to solve questions. You will be able to solve questions. But I don't think all the questions, because you can't solve all the questions from these also, from reading everything. But most of the questions, almost 18 to 90% of all the current affairs questions will be able to solve by reading only one magazine. For me, it is Vision IS. I'll really like it. So you can also do that. And the second thing I would suggest is to not spend too much time on newspapers, like 2 to 3 hours. You can do so much in this time, like GS preparation, sociology is my optional, or it can be psychology for you, or PSIR for anyone else. You can do optional preparation in that time. Wasting 2 3 hours, there is no marginal benefit out of it. So the basic idea behind is, I would say, on an average day, 45 to 60 minutes of newspaper, including note making. Obviously, you don't want to spend too much time on note making. The pointers will be enough for prelims. And if you like some conclusion and some editorial, it has some good point, you can write that. And 60 minutes, 60 to 90 minutes of doing magazine. In this time, you can read 20 to 30 pages. If you're done with reading, then you can convert those read pages to making your own note making. So I think 2.5 hours per day, including this thing, newspaper and magazine, is more than enough for you. And if you do this every day, so by the time you reach prelims stage or main stage, you don't even have to prepare for current affairs. You have already done everything. That is why I give mocks right now, and I haven't been preparing for current affairs, and I give mocks, and I really get those current affairs questions, and I it helps in making tukkas. My strategy of making tukkas. So I'm able to do that. Why? Because already I have read it during the whole year. I have made notes. So obviously something is in my mind. And these notes which you make, not these ones, these can be revised also very easily, but these notes you make from Vision IS magazine or any other magazine, it will take you 2 hours to revise them, 10 pages. Then again, after a few days, you'll revise it, you will take 1 hour, then 45 minutes. At the before prelims, at the end stage, it will take 30 minutes to revise 10 pages, which is one whole month. Imagine. Now you can do 12 months in how long? If you're taking almost 30 minutes, so you are taking almost 1 hour for 2 months. So obviously for 12 months, it won't take you more than 4 to 5 hours, perhaps six because of mental fatigue. 6 hours you are doing whole year of current affairs. Imagine it becomes so easy for you. So this is my take on current affairs and how I do it and how I would preach everyone to do it rather than just wasting their time, effort, and having a wrong strategy about current affairs. So this is my take, and I would really appreciate people not wasting time on various sources and doing this by this method. 2.5 hours per day is more than enough, I think, and this is how you should do it. Thank you so much for watching.